Hey, I found a guy on Instagram claiming he's a winning sports bettor.
When are you going to run out of people to cover?
Sadly, never. This fraudster has already been convicted, so you should know of him.
We'll add him to the long list of fake gurus to go after. Let me know when your report is done and we'll slap him on the wrist extra hard this time.
I cover a lot of fake guru sports bettors that go without punishment. This loser is different. He's already been found to have committed fraud. Sadly, these losers never face real trouble, which is why they can pop back up on Instagram a couple years later selling the same scam service. Today's sports betting 100air is another SBK and has a bio on Instagram that seems legit. He's allegedly been featured on ESPN, CNBC, Golf Channel, VH1, Comedy Central, and the Weather Channel. If you've been watching my channel, then you know that these features aren't exactly as legitimate as they want you to believe. Claiming your sports betting pick business was featured on the Weather Channel is red flag number one for this guy being a fraud. He also wants you to know that he's the first licensed sports bet consultant in AZ because he found out how to sign up on Dun & Bradstreet and for a free EIN number. Our 100air here says that he's just trying to teach people how to never go broke. I'm just trying to teach my people how to grow. The first step for never going broke is to stay away from any fake guru sports bettor. In SBK's most recent Instagram post, he reveals his name and address and makes it super easy for me to find his fraudulent past. Our favorite little 100air might have already committed fraud in the sports gambling space. John Urenga? John Urenga? Same guy. Red flag number two, he already committed fraud in the same industry. Respondent Urenga operated a sports betting hedge fund as described on Respondent's website nvsg702.com in the About NVSG description page. This fraud definitely took sports betting to a new level. I don't know of any other fake guru dumb enough to start a hedge fund with sports betting, but John tried. Created in 2016 as a startup for Nevada Group Wagering, aka Entity Wagering, Hedge Fund Wagering, John Urenga birthed NVSG 702 with the intention of creating a business platform that was similar to the stock market but had higher dividend payouts. One piece of advice for you all is to always hire someone with a higher IQ than you to help you make some money. John Urenga was the sole owner of the company and the brains behind it. However, he decided to share his dream and vision with the world. With that being said, anyone who chooses to invest does so knowingly and willing, accepting any losses of NVSG 702 as unto their owns. This guy is borderline illiterate and people are sending him money to sports bet. If you ever want to see how dumb humans can be, people like John can raise hundreds of thousands of dollars of investors' money. Using the Wayback Machine, we can see the front page for his NVSG website, and of course he has a stack of money not earned from sports betting. Nothing says legitimate sports bettor like a guy posing in someone else's Ferrari. Our sports betting grammar champ then listed out all of the penalties for requesting money to be returned before 4 quarters of betting. This ding-dong was charging a 90% fee if someone wanted a 50% payout before leaving their money in the fund for a full year. This section of the website is so hilarious to me. He's allegedly making everyone more money than other investment vehicles, but only 2,147 of the alleged 3,275 customers are happy. Red flag number 3 is this guy not only lying about how many customers he had, but also the fact that 1/3 of his customers aren't happy with his services of making them so much money. Based on John's copy and his operating agreement, I'm surprised he didn't say he had 3,000 happy customers and 2,000 total members. In April 2017, Urenga then offered the plaintiff the opportunity to invest in what Urenga described as a sports betting hedge fund he called NVSG 702 with an initial investment of $10,000, promising an astronomical return on his investment. Red flag number 4 is promising an astronomical return on anyone's investment. The investor sent funds as follows. The best part of this is that the money was sent through PayPal. Nothing screams legitimate hedge fund quite like a terrible website and payment sent via PayPal. By June 2018, the plaintiff had invested more than $17,000 and had not been paid any dividends by Urenga or NVSG. Red flag number 5 is no money being paid out. John was charging astronomical fees when people asked for dividends and also never returned money. And that, my friends, is how you can show stacks of cash on your dining room table. Plaintiff requested payment of dividends or to otherwise withdraw his monies from the fund from Urenga. Urenga promised to send a check via US mail, which never arrived. What the investor didn't seem to understand is that John had to keep all the money so it can appear like he wins at sports betting. You can't rent a Ferrari with your investors' money if you have to give it back first. Growing concern, the investor then traveled directly to Las Vegas to meet Urenga and receive his check. Urenga arranged to meet with him in 2 different locations in Las Vegas on 2 different days and never appeared at either location. This poor investor had probably never seen any of my videos. Fake gurus only show up if you tell them you're going to pay them money. Urenga has since ceased all communication with the investor and has blocked all forms of electronic communication between the two. As of the date of this complaint, complaint, the investor has not received the requested return of his monies from Urenga or NVSG702. Red flag number 6 is when a fake guru blocks everyone who criticizes them, brings to light that they're a fraud, or simply asks for a refund. Urenga was allegedly offering a referral fee of 10% of any referred investor's startup investment too. Nothing like taking a cut while helping your friends lose money. On his services page, he states that he has personal relationships with many athletes, which allows me to have inside information on clubhouse injuries that aren't always made public. This is always my favorite lie told by all these fake guru sports bettors. You really think this loser has access to professional athletes and injury reports that ESPN doesn't have? In this post, he states he makes $2 million a year from this business. I'm very confident he doesn't make close to that, but if he sells one sports betting package, then that means our education system has failed. John is now advertising on billboards. If you see his billboard while driving, you're probably actually better off financially getting in a wreck as long as the wreck distracts you from signing up for his picks. We are a full-service sports consulting firm based in Las Vegas, Nevada. We use highly skilled algorithms that we have built over the years. We take as much guesswork out of the mix as possible. We are the top-rated gambling firm in America. These guys are so clueless. Highly skilled algorithms doesn't mean anything. In just a second, you'll see how much money these algorithms made the casinos, not John. What's insane to me is that John was able to land 151 transactions for a total of $460,000. If you're ever lacking in motivation, understand that this clown was able to raise $460,000 for a sports betting hedge fund. Back in 2018, loser John posted on Instagram a PayPal summary showing $208,000 allegedly from all of his winning. Thankfully today, we're able to see how much money he actually bet while he was allegedly winning hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nevada gaming records show that Urenga only placed $6,560 of actual bets and lost $2,460 for a total return of negative 37.5%. Those algorithms he and his team of himself wrote really worked their magic. This thousandaire wannabe Ferrari owner lost 37.5% on his bets. Red flag number 7 is someone losing 37.5% of their money on gambling sports. In another social media post, Urenga claimed to own 5 cars, 3 houses in 3 different states, 2 apartment complexes, and several businesses, including 2 auto body shops, a hotel, a car dealership, 6 cell phone stores, a pawn shop, a multimedia company, a property management company, and 1 gun store. On October 23, 2018, Urenga bragged in an Instagram post about buying a $6 million property, saying sometimes you just gotta purchase a hotel on a Monday. 6 milli. Red flag number 8 is claiming to buy a multi-million-dollar property when they don't own anything. And according to the complaint, he couldn't even fully black out the owner's name so everyone could see it wasn't his. In fact, during 2017 and 2018, respondents used the majority of investor funds for cash withdrawals and purchases consistent with personal expenses. What thousandaire losers like John do is raise a bunch of money using fraudulent claims about making everyone so much money with gambling, then they turn around and rent out exotic cars and flash a couple bands of cash, and young dudes fall for this show hook, line, and sinker.
Yo, my parlay just hit.
Wait, what? How'd you know that was gonna happen?
I didn't. I went to sportsbookkiller.com. This is my first win of the year.
Ain't no way. How can I sign up?
Sportsbookkiller.com, he'll give you all the picks.
And there's my overpoint total. Easy money. Guess who's paying their mortgage early this month?
Wait, you're betting too?
Duh, SBK doesn't miss. I'm definitely getting his picks again.
It's insane to me that losers like John can be back in the same industry scamming people with no repercussions. He just magically all of a sudden knows how to win at sports gambling. This is a screenshot from his old website claiming he was the guy who turned $5 into $57,000 in a crazy parlay. Of course it wasn't him. This took place in 2014 by an unidentified man who lived in Vegas and was from Kingman, Arizona. If there's anything I've learned from fake guru sports bettors, it's that they will go to whatever lengths possible to get you to believe they're a winner at the books, but they're just another fraud. John is doing the same scam now that he used to do. His website claims 63% win rate. It's data driven. He's been in business for over 25 years and he's trusted. LOL. If anyone trusts this losing sports bettor with their money, they should just buy meme coins promoted by influencers. The only 63% that applies to John is if you give him $100 to gamble, 1 week later he'll return with $63, and that is if you're lucky enough to get any money back. Proven success, which is false. He's a proven loser, and now apparently his investment is low risk and high reward. That's red flag number 62. Gambling being low risk with a known fraudster has to be the funniest thing I've heard today. In this Instagram post, he shares the address of his business. Using my favorite real estate software, Batch Leads, I found this to be a residential property that was purchased for $140,000 a couple years ago by someone not named John. I ran a background check using Intelius on the owner of the property to find that they had an HOA judgment of $7,800 a couple years ago. That's a little outside the scope of this video, but that HOA judgment is about 5% of the value of the property. What happened there, and why is this residential property used as a business address? Looks like they eventually lost the judgment and had a lien placed on the property. This doesn't exactly scream successful business to me. Uranga was ordered to pay $459,699 in restitution and a $100,000 administrative penalty. I wish the courts would force fraudsters like John to have to work a minimum wage job for at least 10 years as a penalty for stealing money from others to fund a personal lifestyle. These fake gurus not getting punished just leads them to start up the scam again.
90K a day, make a hater go away. Sunday fun day.
Have you ever heard of a savvy investor saying that they invested in someone because of their purse or fancy shoes? Of course not. So why are some of you signing up for sports picks from 100-air frauds like John? I saved the worst for last with a picture of John reading a book to children. I really hope that none of those kids are yours because I can't imagine how angry you must be. What a role model this guy John is. I'm sure he's teaching them great life lessons such as fraud, lying, taking people's money, fake flexing, and how to be a losing sports bettor. Our education system did a great job at vetting who to speak to our youth. I honestly have to end this video now before I get too irate. This guy has like 94 red flags. I lost count. That makes him a certified fraud. Thanks for watching.